We've got a couple more examples. So an altitude of 1,000 feet, we have this picture drawn. At an altitude of 1,000 feet, a balloonist measures the angle of depression from the balloon to the landing zone. That measure of the angle is 15 feet. We're trying to figure out how far the balloon is from the landing zone. So in this situation, okay, this piece right here, we're trying to determine not by land, but how far it actually is from the landing zone. So this is what we're going to be solving for. If we label our picture, that's actually our hypotenuse. We've got our angle. This is going to be our opposite side, and we're not given anything for adjacent. So we use SOHCAHTOA. We're going to be using opposite and hypotenuse, so we're going to be dealing with sine. Sine of 15 equals opposite 1,000 over x. When x is on bottom, we switch. So x equals 1,000 over sine of 15. And that's going to give us a really large number, 3,863.703, and we're dealing with feet. Here, the angle of elevation from the top of a person's shadow to the ground, on the ground to the top of a person is 54 degrees. So we've got 54 degrees. The top of the shadow is 50 inches away from the person, so we're 50 inches from the person right here. How tall is the person? So that's what we're solving for, x. We label. We have our hypotenuse, our opposite, and our adjacent. We don't have a hypotenuse, but we do have an opposite and adjacent. So we're going to be dealing with tangent. Tangent of 54 equals opposite x over adjacent 50. We've got x on top, so we're going to multiply by our denominator. 50 tangent of 54 equals x. 50 tangent 54 equals 68.819 equals x, which is going to be approximately 5 feet 8 inches, a little bit more than that, but just a little idea on what that is, not just in inches, but in feet, because this is in inches. Here, to determine the depth of a well's water, a hydrologist measures the diameter of the well to be 3 feet. So we're going 3 feet across. She then uses a flashlight to point down to the water on the other side of the well, okay, which is going to be right there. The flashlight makes an angle of depression of 79 degrees. So here, because we have that inverted triangle, we have our eye level across the top, and that angle of depression goes down at that angle. Okay, what is the depth of the well water? So we're looking for this piece right here. We have our hypotenuse, which we're not given anything. We're solving for our opposite, and we're given our adjacent, so we're going to be using tangent as our trig function. Tangent of 79 equals opposite x over adjacent 3. We're going to multiply across. 3 tangent of 79 equals x. We end up with 15.43. That 6 rounds that 3 up to a 4 feet equals x.